had a message request to know if I was available for a live, so I figured I'd step on for an hour or two, see what's going on. Hope you vibers are doing well out there. Probably won't make this a super long one unless people show up. This live was more on request, but who knows? Maybe I'll meet some new people here. G'day, Daryl. How are ya? Welcome aboard. Welcome back to the chat, my friend. How you feeling today? Hopefully a bit better with that hip of yours, my good friend. That makes sense. Sorry about the headaches, my good friend. I've been there before, but not because of the injuries you've had, though. But I really do hope the best of your recovery. I imagine it's going to be. Hey, Northbound, how's she going, brother? Welcome aboard. Not much, man. You? I hope you're doing well out there, my friend. Not too bad, my friend. They gave me today off. I'm usually working Mondays, but they gave me today off just because there's not a whole lot going on today, and the few people I've trained lately can cover my station for me, so they figured give them a day off and let them relax for a long weekend, you know. How have you been, though? I hope you're doing better than last. Sweet, that's good, Northbound. Good to hear you're doing well. Get the fingers warmed up a bit. Sweet. Good to know it's still working. Yeah, I love Sweet Child of Mine. Had it going there too. Do you know any Kryptonite by the two? Kryptonite. I've heard the song. I'm trying to. I don't know if I've ever learned it. Trying to remember how that goes. Yeah, I'm not sure that off the top of my head, but I actually will learn that one. Maybe I'll make a video of it soon because I don't know that one off the top of my head, but I definitely actually want to learn that one now. Thanks for the howdy do and thanks for the idea because now I kind of want to learn that one. Actually, somebody suggested the other day The Land Down Under by Men at Work, and I actually like that song, and that's when I actually realized that Men at Work is I don't know if you knew this, that they're actually an Australian band, which makes perfect sense in that song, The Land Down Under, but I didn't realize they were an Australian band, so I learned that. I mean, everybody knows AC/DC is an Australian band. I remember learning there about a year or two ago from a guy in Australia. What was that band? They did Beds That Are Burning. They were Australian. Having a brain fart on the name of that band, and I know them. And then I've heard of the Chats. They're pretty cool for an Australian band. I thought they were pretty awesome. We're pouring thunder. Everybody knows AC/DC though, right? I love AC/DC. They're awesome. This is usually tapped on an electric, but I haven't. I have two electrics, but the strings kept breaking in one section, so I've ground it down, but I haven't quite found my other strings yet, so I haven't put the new strings in. So I'm kind of stuck to the acoustic guitars and the electric acoustics, but I still have the banjo and the bass to fool around with, so it's not like I'm short on strings by any means, you know what I mean? I do love AC/DC. They're pretty awesome. Welcome, my friend. Serena, awesome. I love AC/DC. That's pretty much most of the song right there until you get to the solo. I do love playing. Thanks a lot for the vote there. I do love playing. I want to get to learning more, but I also get into. Did you know that ACD got? Yeah, I did hear about that actually off their sister's sewing machine there, and I remember hearing that interview when Angus was explaining it because everybody thought it stood for something or it was something special and it was just an electrical thing, you know what I mean? But I thought that was pretty awesome. And I could see some people's confusion because there was Angus, which starts with A, and I'm sure if they didn't know the rest of the band, they might think, well, maybe it's, you know, Angus and Chad and Daryl and, you know. But hey, YT, thanks for joining along, my friend. What time is it in Ottawa right now? Gosh, a little after 2. Let me check my other phone. Actually, I'm totally off on that one, aren't I? Yeah, it's 1:36 here in Ottawa. 1:36 p.m. What time is it where you are, my friend? Fair enough. Have a good one, Northbound. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well, and I'll hope to see you next time, my friend. This dude looks like he whittles his own guitar picks. Yeah, no, I've thought about it, but I haven't yet. Actually, that's the thing. I do have a good box of guitar picks, but surprisingly, I've always preferred finger picking myself and finger strumming. This always kind of been my style. I have more dexterity, a little more, finger to guitar. Just personal preference. I know a large majority of guitarists would prefer to be using picks, and I've even had a few mention like if I used picks, I'd be able to probably get a clearer sound. And to a degree, I see what they're saying. If you use your thumb or your nail right, you can get a pretty good sound out of it, Slappy Bigelow. That's a funny name, by the way. I kind of. hard Rush song to play there. Let's see. Fly by nights away from here. It is funny that Slap, you mentioned the whole whittling. Yeah, because I have thought of whittling a pick, but putting a good paint job on it and actually making it a bit more of an art. But it's kind of one of those, I don't use picks a lot, so it hasn't been something I've actually done yet. But I thought it'd be pretty cool. You know, let's see here. Yeah, I have a tough time with that one right now. Said a girl, or should I say, she looks like me. She showed me her room. Isn't it good? I messed up on that one. Play something crazy. Eh, I play a lot of classic rock and a little bit of Aussie, I guess, you know. Oh, that's hard to do on an acoustic. I love Crazy Train. One of my favorite Aussie songs. Although he plays a lot of great songs. Between I couldn't even name them all off the top of my head. That's how many good songs he's made. Mama, I'm coming home, and just dozens of them. Even some of the slower ones. I liked Dreamer. I thought that was a pretty good Aussie song, and I know it was kind of one of the slower ones, but kind of liked the vibe to it. Kind of liked the video to it. You know what I mean? Snowblind was pretty awesome. Heck yeah, I loved that. stretch the hand out a bit. Hey, yo. You be good boy. You be good boy. Inside a girl, oh, should I say? She told me, she showed me her room. Isn't it good? Norwegian wood. I hope you're all doing well out there in the valley or abroad. I said be good boy. If that's what you're gonna do, you're gonna leave, buddy. Go. You be good boy. Just think John not watching, buddy. You be good boy. Yeah, John's watching you, mister. Gotta love how pets are curious sometimes. Good old coffee addiction. No, Symphony X. I'd have to say my favorite metal band that I've come across, but there are some awesome metal bands out there, but Symphony X was definitely my favorite, you know what I mean? I love Symphony X, definitely best metal band in my opinion, although there are some awesome metal bands, unless you want to include ACDC. Oh, welcome back, Northbound. Just fidgeting around on the guitar still. Just caught me playing some Symphony X. Frig, I'd love to learn their bass riff for they've got a song called Domination, and I just love the bass intro to that. It starts off with this cool little bass riff for a couple of meters, and it's pretty awesome, you know. But then they kind of do it on guitar, but it's a pretty complicated riff. I haven't quite figured it out. I love a bit of metal here and there, you know what I mean? There's been 10 or 15 so far, a good little handful, but not a crazy amount, anywhere from 2 to 9 at a time. But there's this one fella, Daryl, he shows up often enough when I'm online, and he's pretty cool to chat to. But it's been kind of off and on, you know. It's fun nonetheless, though. What guitar is this? This would be an Applause by Ovation. I've got a black one that matches this one, but this was actually a Christmas present. No, birthday present for my dad. Actually, Christmas or birthday. My birthday's pretty close to Christmas, so I forget which one it was. But and then I got him the black one for his birthday, but then he had passed away a little while after, so I ended up taking it back from him. Not to sound morbid or anything, life happens, right? The do you know the guitar? Yeah, I do. Tapping and everything. It's just a lot harder to do on an acoustic guitar. Um, I do have electric guitars at the moment, though. I've just kind of fixed the nut up here because and I also filed down the tuning pegs because my high E way down at the bottom kept snapping. So I've kind of ground it down, but I haven't quite found all my guitar strings yet, so I haven't fully stringed them yet. But AC/DC Thunderstruck was usually done by tapping. It's a lot harder to do on an acoustic. If I was doing without actually picking it, like I can hear it, I doubt you could hear it too well, but picking on an acoustic is almost impossible, I find. Let's see here. Oh, I'm not getting power to this for some reason. Oh, no, there we go. That was the problem. Some master sound all the way up. If you don't know, that is hammer. Oh, yeah, I guess you got a point there, yeah. I guess it's more hammer and pull off than it is tapping, although I have tapped Thunderstruck. You are technically correct there. Trying to think, because Symphony X does a lot of tapping and a lot of sweeping, but same with Van Halen. Van Halen was known for a lot of tapping and sweeping, but it's kind of one of those something I haven't practiced a whole lot of yet. I have done a bit of it, but it's something I want to practice more on, if I'm being honest. There's a metal band I like called Symphony X, and they do a lot of tapping and sweeping and all of that stuff, and I'd love to get into their music, but yeah, like the only Symphony X I've learned oh, thanks, man. The only Symphony X I've learned so far was the starting of the end solo to Symphony X, the Odyssey. There's a song called The Odyssey. Do you know the Swedish rock band Sabat? No, but actually I want to go check that out now because that sounds pretty cool. I'm actually gonna quickly screenshot that conversation because I definitely actually want to go check that out. That sounds pretty awesome, to be honest with you. Because I have done quite a bit of looking into different types of bands from different types of countries, and I don't think I've heard any Swedish bands yet, so that's actually something I would love to get into. I have heard a bit of. There's a Norwegian band called. Let me think here. Oh, schmucks. I just had them in my head there last time I was on. Let me think here. I can think of the name of the Mexican band I enjoyed. It was a metal band called Semicon. Cemican. Semicon. And they're pretty wicked. I thought they were pretty awesome, you know. Not that I'm very awesome at Spanish or anything. I know a handful of words, but not enough to talk to you. You know what I mean? Semicon, yeah. I love Semicon. Yeah, no, I thought they were pretty awesome. Semicon was pretty wicked. They've got a few good songs I liked. You know what I mean? There was that Italian band that won at that Oscar there quite a few years back. Who are they again? Hit up one. Yeah, Jesus Murphy. I'm sure it'll come to me in a couple hours, but I'm not thinking about it anymore. Jesus Murphy. What is the name of that? Gosh, if I could remember. And then there was this one rock band I heard a song or two from. Do you know some? Yeah. Let me think. There's more. No, that's not sound. I can use a single string version. I was able to pull it off on the banjo a lot easier for some reason. Just it's tuned a little easier, you know? So yeah. Already read that one. Maybe I plug into the electric. Let's see here. That's not working right now for some reason. It's probably not plugged in over there, I bet you. I've got 3 or 4 amps, so it's hard to tell what's plugged in and what's not. Not that I'm plugged into that anyways. Aye, no worries, man. I'll talk to you later, hopefully. I'll be doing lives here and there when I get the time. I'm sure we'll meet again. Probably more gravitating towards the weekends, but definitely afternoons. I usually work till 3:30 or 4:30 depending on the week. But I'm sure we'll meet again. Thanks for stopping by, Northbound. It's been nice to see you. Have a good one, my friend. I hope you're well and I hope you have a good day, man. Take care. Hopefully we'll meet again. Been nice chatting with you, good sir. Best of wishes to you. I might do another live tonight, but I'll be on for a while as well. But I'll talk to you soon, good sir. Play a bit more for a while. Let's see here. Stick on for another little while. It's only been about 45 minutes, but had a good handful of people show up, so it was a good day. If I ever do start making little picks like Buddy there mentioned, who knows, maybe I'll start selling them too. There are quite a few guitarists out in the world, especially here in the valley where I'm living. I wouldn't say shitloads, but I've definitely come across a good handful of guitarists throughout my time. Hmm. Hoy, hoy. Gotta get that itch. Yeah. Okay. 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 Whoop. Exciting times, I tell you. Oh, I see. Let's go do this. Stick around for a while longer, see if anybody shows up. Anybody was looking for the when I was off the camera, I'm sure there's got to be some of them thinking maybe this guy killed himself. Hopefully not. This is going on YouTube. Last thing I need is the FBI being called like this guy's being fishy. Just playing the guitar. No need to be alarmed. Oh, I bet you that guy wasn't working earlier. No, he's just not plugged in. It's probably just not plugged in. A little after 2, so 2:20. Stick around for a little while longer, and then I'll probably get off and do some other things. Yeah. Switch over to bass and fool around on that for a bit, I think. Maybe somebody else will show up. I don't plan on doing this all day. Probably save another segment for later on tonight, but ahoy hoy. Let's see into that one. There is the banjo. Hard to quite a distinctive sound she makes, I tell you. Lower to low. There you go, you can tell. Boy. That might be something like. I think that's a song we'll make later. It's been a little over an hour since I started this one. I've had a few pop in and a few come and go. Maybe I'll pick this live stream up again at 8 or 9 tonight, see what goes on. But I hope you're all doing well out in the valley, and I hope your week goes well. Take care and have a good one.